just down the road from Bar 7, on level 7 still of the Spirit of Tasmania, you will find the Tasmanian Market Kitchen, also known as TMK, serving a bunch of bistro food from fish to meat, broccoli, and a bit of corn on the cob.
How much would you expect to pay for a good meal nowadays with cost of living? $70, $80 minimum? What if I told you you could get a sensational meal for $30? Well, you're going to say to me, I guess that the meal would be very small. Wrong. At the Tasmanian Market Kitchen, they have a deal where you can pay $30. You can stack up the plate with as much stuff as you want, top it off with a soft drink or water of your choice. $30.
Now you might be thinking, Moose and Gandalf, I don't want to leave Melbourne. I love Melbourne's bars and cafes, and whenever I'm out of Melbourne, I feel a little homesick. Well, we understand that. And to be honest, I think TMK does as well. It's because they have a real hearty meal that they serve here at TMK. It reminds me exactly of what your nan would serve you for Sunday roast. You've got corn on the cob, broccoli, rice, and maybe even some curry.
Who wants to go to the Tasmanian Market Kitchen? Me! I would be delighted to go to the Tasmanian Market Kitchen, mother. But seriously, one of the great things about Spirit of Tasmania is you can't walk 20 metres without seeing that they've got life jackets everywhere. You think you're going overboard? Well, let me tell you, in the very, very, very unlikely case that happens, you're gonna be alright.
I'm absolutely loving these mini corn on the cobs, but we're gonna need some help. We're going to throw it over to Dawson and Casey from the Interstate Intellectuals to tell us everything we need to know about the other states in Australia. I think this episode they might be doing Tasmania, though I can't be sure. Take it away, guys. Our trip to Tasmania is complete with having a quick stop in Campbelltown, just 2 kilometres outside of Hobart.
Now, when you get into Campbelltown, you'll find the main strip, which has everything you want. You've got IGAs, you've got BWSs, and you've even got a chemist. For me, though, my favourite is JJ's Bakery. Coffees and sweets, and a dedicated kids area. It's got everything you need.
And you know what? People always say country towns are stuck in the past, but not this country town. They've got their very own fidget stores. Yes, you can get your own fidget spinners and click-clackers when you're sitting at your desk.
Oh, I feel like I'm back in 2011.
And here we are at the Museum of Old and New Art.
Just 20 minutes out of Hobart, you can find some of the best exhibitions Tasmania and the rider community has to offer. Careful though, it can get a bit spooky at times.
A place for billionaires to indulge in their perversion. Yes, if you find yourself in Tasmania, you might find yourself a little bit scared and you might be wondering why. Well, if you see the hills behind us, it's where they filmed the K-Fee video. Yes, of course you remember of a car driving down a hill, and just as it gets to the bush, a scary man comes out and screams at you. Thank you so much, Dorsal Finn and Casey from the Interstate Intellectuals, telling us everything we need to know about Tasmania. We're going to throw it back to Moose and Gander from Parts Unknown Melbourne.
Snog, marry, avoid. Starboard, starburst, starbuck. Well, that's an interesting one. I'm going to marry the star.
I'm going to have to correct something Gandalf just said just then. I would definitely marry the Starbucks because I do want to be up all night on the Spirit of Tasmania. Of course, it is an overnight shift that goes from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. I don't want to waste it by sleeping. And may I add a fourth option?
It's no secret that I'm a bit of a softie. I'm soft all the time. But a lot of people don't know why. Well, I've just got a really big heart. As you know, I am single again. And can I get a little bit of a poll from our viewers? How do you get over an ex? I'm not talking about the polyamorous relationship I was in. I am very far away from that. I am very removed and I can't say too much. But my ex before that, I don't know. I find myself going through old photographs, videos, messages of my ex, and I just see the smile on my face, and I miss that. I miss that feeling. How do you win someone back? Let me know the best course of action, and I will follow the top comment.
Spirit of Tasmania. Be a spirited traveller. Interesting last word there, traveller, which I think we've all forgotten. We're all thinking, I'm going to be a traveller, so that means I'm going to go to Tasmania, or I'm going to go to Milan. You're a traveller in the travel side of things, the journey. Spirit of Tasmania understands that more than anyone else. It's not just been like, yeah, we're getting from A to B. No. The part in between A to B, 8.5, is the journey itself, is the destination.
Just off that, it reminds me of a quote from Glee Season 1, Episode 22. Who cares about the getting there? When the getting there has been so much fun. We're going to do a journey medley. Because they too, although they're talking about the band journey, it relates to what Moose said just before.
I thought these little guys were just going to be chicken sticks, but it turns out they're a mixture of fried fish and squid. Well, I tell ya, I hope it isn't the cobia, a slender fish found in the Bass Strait between Victoria and Tasmania. It's important to note it is without a dorsal sucking disc. So I'm having such a great time here in the Spirit of Tasmania, learning all about the rich marine life that exists in our oceans, and I'm excited to see it off the deck of the Spirit of Tasmania. I just hope I don't see it on my plate. Loving the corn on the cob, and I don't want to sound too corny, but I'm having a great time in the Spirit of Tasmania mania with my friend Gandalf. Speaking about corn, you can either have it on the cob or you can have it popped. Yes, there is a cinema on the Spirit of Tasmania tonight. You can either watch Dune, Willy Wonka, or some kids movies. So we might catch a 9:30 session, and well, I hope you don't raise the armrest.
Well, it's that time of night. TMK, you've been superb. It's time for me to finish with Gandalf's final skull and give you our final thoughts. You can always tell if a water's good or not. Like, I've got sensitive teeth, and that did not sting. Let's give you our final thoughts outside.
So let's have some dinner, and do some fun dining on the
Legends, thank you so much for watching yet another Parts Unknown Melbourne on the Spirit of Tasmania. TMK, wow, you're amazing. I'm Moose.
And I, of course, have been Gandalf. Never in my many, many years of reviewing have I seen a full meal and a drink for only $30. TMK, I thank you. As for me, I've got to go to the bathroom.